Hello there, Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy. No clever intro for this one because, as you can tell, I'm losing my voice. I'm getting sick, which doesn't help a reviewer guy like me who needs to use his voice to project his thoughts. I did the one silent, the silent one for The Nook of the North, but that was a whole nother thing. So this one we're keeping short and sweet. Number 117, Luis Buñuel's Diary of a Chambermaid. 1964, 98 minutes, French, black and white, blah, blah, blah. So let's talk really briefly about it. Basically, it's got Jean Moreau, who I don't remember. I think she might have been in a film we've already seen, but I can't remember. I mainly know her from Elevator to the Gallows, which I haven't seen, but I have the soundtrack. Miles Davis is in it, and or he isn't in it, but he did the soundtrack, and anything, pretty much all Miles does is just awesome. So Jean Monroe plays Celestine, who is a maid who moves into this family of just really eccentric, really crazy peoples. There's the father who's really just kind of a womanizer. The mother or the wife, the husband and wife, not the father and mother. Husband who's really crazy about women, father the wife who's really not crazy about her husband because I guess having sex with her hurts her nether regions. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to read into it, I guess. And then the wife's father, who's very perverse and wants the maids to dress up in boots, like leather boots, and walk around, and he gets off on that stuff. And then the gardener, who's a really quiet and mysterious guy, Joseph. And yeah, after watching it, I really do feel that comparing it to The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, I feel that Buñuel is very, very concerned with characters more than plot. He writes plots, but it's more about the characters. He really wants to develop characters, and that's what we get in these films. We get a lot of characters, we get a lot of different ideas and all that. Speaking of characters, there's also the neighbors, the retired captain and his mistress maid, who keeps the captain keeps throwing garbage over to the Monsieur. What's his name? Let's pull out the handy guide with this long ass interview with Buñuel. But all we want is the characters. Monsieur Montiel throws it into Montiel's yard, and so that later on he wants to sue him and all that. Some crazy stuff. But yeah, as far as a plot is concerned, there's a little bit of plot about. Basically, the main plot is about. Doesn't really kick in until the father dies, clutching the boots, and then shortly afterwards, this little girl who visits the house, is found raped and killed in the yard, in the woods, and she stays. Celestine stays on. Just as she's about to leave, she finds this news, and so she stays on a little bit longer at the house to find out who did it. And she really thinks it's Joseph because he's so mysterious and he's in the woods a lot. And apparently, she ends up trying to marry him so that he'll confess. And they do end up catching him with the pair of boots that he was wearing that were found in the woods that apparently match him. And yeah, but he's eventually released because there's not enough evidence, though. There's also a lot of subtext about politics and all that, and radicalism that I think plays into Joseph's character a lot. As far as and the final scene actually ends with a rally, France for French or something like that, which actually has one of the cooler scenes. It ends with a rally of people marching down this alleyway. And as they march, Buñuel cuts out seconds of the march to like show them like moving on. So it looks like they're like, you know, walking, and then they're over here, then they're over there. Yeah, it's definitely probably, you know, as far as direction is concerned, like it's definitely like really nice touch, you know. And yeah, that's about the size of it. That's all I'm gonna say about this one. How does it stand up now? I mean, obviously, The Screep Charmer of Bourgeoisie was after this film, so to compare it, you know, would be kind of weird. But at the same time, I'd like to, because, you know, I like having a little, you know, jumping off board or whatever, jumping off ground, you know, something to compare it to. And if we were to compare the two, then it just doesn't stand up for me as well as the other one. Maybe because of the humor, maybe because of the plot and the characters. The characters, I think, are a little more developed, and, you know, the plot means very much less in Bourgeoisie than Chambermaid. I mean, the main thing that this movie has going for it is Jean Moreau, who's gorgeously sexy. I think one of the best scenes is where she like gets into Joseph's bed with like, and she's just wearing like her stockings, and she like fixes her stockings, and there's like an intense close up of her like adjusting her stockings, or like her little garters or whatever, and that's all I can say. So anyway, what do I give this one? Probably a B. Give it a B. It was interesting. It wasn't like, I think the captain was probably my favorite character. I think just what he was about was just really, really interesting. And yeah, and like I said, Jean Moreau's really sexy, so there you are. But, you know, the plot, I don't think it's even really like discovered who killed Claire. I don't think it's actually. I mean, maybe it was Joseph. I don't know. If you want to comment and tell me that I totally missed something, please do, because yeah, I kind of missed that part. But yeah, B. So not the greatest. I think I liked Bourgeoisie a bit more, but there you are. So that's it. Supplements. It's about an 18-minute interview with Jean-Claude Carrière, who is a screenwriter, and he also played a priest in the film who the Madame confesses like her sexual problems with too. And then there's a trailer, which is actually a really cool trailer, because it actually, rather than like a narrator talking about it, it's like an interview with Jean Moreau, who talks about the film and like talks about the characters a little bit. She doesn't give a lot away, and which is kind of cool. And there's actually a little bit of like a really weird like Celeste music box theme that I don't think is anywhere in the film. So that's a very, very interesting touch. So yeah, that's it. Diary of a Chambermaid. B. Give this one a watch, if not for the lovely Jean Moreau. All right. So as far as my voice is concerned, I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll feel better. I'm gonna try all I can to rest my voice, and, you know, at the same time, you know, take cough syrups and drops and drink water and all that. But so hopefully tomorrow we'll get to Sullivan's Travels. And with Nail and I, we will get to. I want to do With Nail and I probably it will be Thursday night. Yeah, we'll probably do it Thursday night, so it'll be a late night Criterion review. I'll let you know more about that for Sullivan's Travels. And then how to get into advertising, $8 at Dimple. And yeah, we'll get to this one probably Sunday. Probably won't get to maybe Friday if I can swing it. Actually, no, probably Friday. We will do this one Friday because we're so far behind. I feel like I'm so far behind. Because it's only just the movie, and it's only like an hour and 34 minutes, so we'll probably do that one Friday night. Have that done. And then after that, Billy Liar. This is the Rialto Pictures edition. I put a request for another version, the Criterion edition, and I'm hoping that I don't actually know if it has any supplements, so this might work after all. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the week I'll have the Criterion edition. If not, we'll do this, and like I said, I'll do a supplement video when I can. And then Salesman, Grey Gardens. I haven't put holds on those yet because and I don't really want to until I know what I'm going to do about my voice, how it's going to feel. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I hope that I feel better soon. And that's it. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Don't rape and murder children. That's a really important moral. That's a very serious moral, actually. Especially if you're a gardener. And don't get off on women wearing boots, unless you're really, really in that sort of thing. I try not to judge, but anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for hopefully tomorrow for Sullivan's Travels. And until then, goodbye.